This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal. Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026. The title of this rant is Iran is winning while losing, while Trump is losing bigly. I know it's a little a little off on that, but let's go into just a few things about this war in Iran. Number one, we have lost American soldiers. So we had 3 dead, 5 wounded. I understand some of those 5 are seriously wounded. Trump very nonchalantly said, we honor them, but he really didn't mean it, it seems like, and said that there would be more nonchalantly. Terrible, but the thing is, what are we getting from this war? What are we getting out of this war? So let me go into couple other things here. So we lost 3 fighter jets out of it. Those things cost like $10-20 million each. We lost 3 of them. They were shot down by friendly fire. Let me make a statement here. When you have a well-trained, well-fed, well-rested military with strategic objectives, with a strategy and with tactics and realistic and obtainable goals, these things like this would not happen. That's not what's going on in our military right now. Now, Iran has also hit a number of civilian places in other Arab countries, 2 or 3 of them, I believe. And guess what? They're kind of pissed off at the United States because the United States had kind of said to them, hey, look, we got 11,000 people here in Qatar. We'll protect you. They didn't protect them. They couldn't protect them. So they're not necessarily happy with all of that. And about the war itself, Trump was warned by his generals that the concept that he had of what the end game would be is not what they saw as a realistic end game at all. He was warned about that. But no, he had to listen to 2 warmongers, Netanyahu in Israel and ABS, the slaughterer in Saudi Arabia. He listened to them because their whole game is to get rid of Iran. Now, let's just say one thing first. Yes, Iran is a terrible country. Anything that we could do to break up that theocracy would be good. But what is it going to be replaced with what is Trump doing now? And that does not appear that that's going to happen remotely. Because guess what? Everyone who is in line to succeed is just as bad as the guy above them, and just as bad as the 1,000 that they determine have already been cut off. And they'll be more ruthless and cutthroat. And they'll be totally willing to go after their civilian population to stay in power, just like the Republicans are willing to do that now. Now, one of the biggest things that, gets my gourd incredibly is this president had the audacity to say to the Iranian people, this is the time for you to step up and take over your country. All right. Now, Iran is a country of about 90 million people. They have about 2 million people in there. And, broadly speaking, the secret police force, whether it's the military, whether it's the equivalent of the CIA, whether it's the equivalent of a lot of other agencies that we have here, they have people in there whose sole purpose in life is to quell any civilian uprising. And the amount of people that is in the Iranian police force, let's say, is up to 2 million people. So what he said was so unrealistic and so asinine. Now, the other big thing that we know is going on is the U.S. is beginning to run out of ammo. And I've read the reports on this thing. We are running out of interceptor missiles. We are running out of Tomahawk missiles. And even if we were to break ground today to replace them with new factories, in addition to the factories that we used, it would still take us several years to replace all the munitions that we have lost in this war. And we've sent over 1,000 missiles out there, maybe even more. But again, that's how dumb this president is. I'm sure that the generals, again, told him in very realistic, concrete terms that this is what would happen. And we would be vulnerable in other parts of the world, especially to China, going after Taiwan and also raising havoc with Japan. Now, I'm just going to end it right there. This is a fiasco. Trump created it. He relied on two warmongers. It's not going to go well. You know, when a war starts, the favorability of that war is at its highest right when it starts, and it's just going to go downhill. And of course, Trump says it's now going to go downhill. I mean, it's now going to go on for another month or so. So as long as Iran is fighting, they're winning because Trump will continue to go down in the polls as his favorability decreases and decreases. And you can just forget about that Peace Prize because that was all a lie anyway. He was a warmonger anyway. Imagine if he won the Peace Prize and then did this. But that's how. But again, so I'm saying to my sisters and brothers on the conservative side, oh my God, we didn't sign up for this. You know we didn't sign up for this. This isn't what he ran on, and this isn't what you voted for. And, you know, not only that, but not only is he doing this overseas, where we've had thousands of lives lost overseas, but we still are losing our sisters and brothers to kidnapping on the streets here in the United States. And I just want to talk about a quick thing in here. They had a nice thing on PBS the other day, basically talking about in Minnesota, doctors, nurses, and a whole heck of a lot of other people in the medical area and other people volunteering in terms of an underground system to try and help our sisters and brothers of Latino origin who have sick children, who are sick themselves, who are scared to go to the hospital, scared to do anything else. This is what we need to do to get rid of this vile president who is doing this to us. This, again, is not something we signed up for at all. You know, I say to these sisters and brothers, we need to get rid of them. Please come to the No Kings protest. Go to any protest that's going around in your area. He will take us down. And the only thing that we can do from now on is protest, get to our Congress people, and vote unendingly blue from now on.